Today, I'll be telling you guys who I think the best players under 25 are in Major League Baseball. What's up guys, it's Tom here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to be talking about the bright young stars in our game today. There are so many guys that are so good at such a young age that I thought I would cover them today, and I'll be going position by position, ranking the best player under 25 at each position. Let me know down in the comments if I've missed anybody or if there's someone else that you think should be on this list that I'm about to tell you guys. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more baseball content. If you're a fan of baseball content, this is definitely the channel for you, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. I don't want to waste any of your time, so let's get into it. We are going to start in the outfield for this list. For the outfield, I don't have them at a specific position. Instead, I'm just choosing 3 outfielders. So it could be a center fielder, left fielder, and right fielder. It could be 3 center fielders, 3 left fielders, 3 right fielders. Position in the outfield doesn't matter. They're all outfielders. The first guy to make the outfield list is Juan Soto. Juan Soto is 22 years old. He is incredible for his age. He's a top 10 player in the MLB right now, in my opinion, and he's only 22. So that speaks volumes. He's a World Series champ already, and he's going to win an MVP sometime in his career. You better write that down. I predicted that he'll win one this year. We'll have to see about that. The next outfielder I have on this list is Ronald Acuna Jr. He is a beast. He is the guy you want to start a franchise. This year, he walked a lot more, and that is great to see. His discipline is improving. This year, he had a walk rate of 18.8%. And in 2020, he had one of the best walk rates combined with one of the best hard hit percentages. When you put those 2 things together, you're going to get a lot of success at the plate. The glove has come around, and he is definitely one of the fastest guys in the league. He's a walking 30-30 type guy. He could even have a 40-40 type season, meaning he'll have 40 home runs and 40 stolen bases in a season. And if he can do that, he might just win the NL MVP as well. My last guy in the outfield spot, I put Luis Robert. I really think he has all the tools in the world to do great in Major League Baseball. He is truly a 5-tool player, plus defense and plus speed. He's going to be flying around center field and making great plays, highlight reel type plays in center field. He will have to improve his swing and misses and striking out. His K percentage was pretty high along with his whiff percentage. But don't worry, give him a full year, a couple more years to develop and truly become a Major League Baseball player, and he will be incredible, mark my word. So those first 2 guys in the outfield are definitely locks in my opinion. I think there are other guys that you could put ahead of Luis Robert, so let me know down in the comments if there's anyone you'd swap out for him. We'll move over to the infield now. We'll start at the hot corner. We'll start with third base, and I have Ke'Bryan Hayes as the best third baseman under 25. He really had a breakout season in his rookie year in 2020. He only played in 24 games, but he had a 376 average with an 1124 OPS, and he hit 5 home runs. Ke'Bryan Hayes has gold glove type defense, and having him over in the hot corner is not an issue. The bat seems to have come around, although it is a small sample size in 24 games. If he can keep up this kind of production, or even remotely close to this kind of production, I think he'll be winning the NL Rookie of the Year in the 2021 season. So be on the lookout for Ke'Bryan Hayes. Get to know him. He's the one bright spot for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Over to the shortstop position. This one's a no-brainer. It is Fernando Tatis Jr., one of the faces of baseball already, and definitely the young face of MLB. I mean, he's going to be on the cover of MLB The Show 21. That just speaks for itself. He had an electric 2020 season, and he is just a walking highlight reel. The plays that he can make at shortstop are insane. The bat flips, you know, the speed around the bases. He has all the swag in the world and that drip, you know what I'm saying? So I have Fernando Tatis as the best shortstop under 25. And people are saying that he hasn't played a full 162, a full season, and he's overrated and whatnot. He just got paid a boatload of money by the Padres. But with all that being said, in the 143 games that he has played in his career, he has a 301 average, 956 OPS, a 150 WRC+, 39 home runs, and 27 stolen bases. So definitely in the future, Fernando Tatis is going to be a 30-30 guy, and we'll be looking to win some MVPs in the future. Across the diamond we go over to second base, And the best second baseman under 25 in my opinion is Ozzie Albies from the Atlanta Braves. He is a switch hitter who has speed and can play pretty good defense at second base. He is particularly good from hitting the right side of the plate. He is really good against lefties. He's got some juice and pop from that side, and he hits 346 against left-handed pitchers. So dominates from the right side of the plate and can still get it done from the left side as well. In his career so far, he is a one-time All-Star and a one-time Silver Slugger. For the best first baseman under 25, I have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now this might be a bit controversial or a bit of a spicy take here, having Vlad Jr. as the best first baseman under 25. He has had some underwhelming statistics so far in his MLB career, but there are some StatCast data that shows he could have a breakout season this year and going forward. Vlad Jr. absolutely destroys baseballs. He hits the ball very, very hard. He is in the 93rd percentile in exit velo and hard hit percent. And for being a power type guy that he's supposed to be, he has a really low K percentage, and that is huge. When you combine hitting the ball hard with not striking out, great things are going to happen for you at the plate. So going forward, I think in 2021, Vlad Jr. could be a huge part to the Blue Jays' success, not only in 2021, but in the coming years as well. Next, I'll be talking about the best catcher under 25. This one was a little hard for me because I didn't want to just put the top prospects into this list because I feel like that'd be cheating. I wanted some guys with some more MLB experience and have proven themselves a bit. But with that being said, I'm going to put Adley Rutschman as the best catcher. He's one of the top prospects for the upcoming 2021 season. Most guys have him right behind Wander Franco as the number 2 best prospect in all of baseball. He is great behind the dish. He is a complete hitter. He is a switch hitter who can hit for power, gap to gap power, and doesn't strike out. Has a great approach at the plate. He is a baseball club's dream, a franchise's dream. Everyone wishes that they could have a guy like Adley behind the dish, and that is a huge thing for the Orioles going forward. His ETA is 2021, so if he comes up to the bigs this year and can prove himself, I think he'll definitely be the best catcher under 25. That rounds out my list for position players. Now we'll transition over into the pitchers. For the pitchers, I decided to pick 3 guys. I just didn't want to pick one guy to be named the best pitcher under 25. I wanted to include more guys, but I didn't want to include a lot of them, so I thought 3 was a sweet spot and the just right amount. The first pitcher I have is Mike Soroka. His stuff is gnarly. It is pretty disgusting when you take a look at it. I think he's a bit underappreciated in the league right now. I think fans should get to know him a little bit more. He was hurt during this 2020 season, so we didn't see much of him, but his 2019 season was immaculate. He has a sinker, slider, changeup, and will also throw that four seam sometimes as well. His sinker sinks, and it sinks a lot. Averages about 92 miles per hour. That's what I've seen. And then he can run up the four seam up to about 96 miles per hour. Combined with his slider and changeup, that is an effective arsenal. Like I said, he was hurt during this 2020 season, but in 2019, he went 13-4 with a 2.68 ERA, a 3.45 FIP, and his strength is not giving up home runs and hard contact. He had a .72 home runs per 9, very solid, and he will be very good for the Braves this year when he gets back on the field. The second pitcher I have is Sixto Sanchez. Sixto and the next guy I'll be talking about, their stuff is disgusting. I mean, Sixto can run it up to 100 very, very easily, and he's got a changeup that works with that, and it is disgusting. It just drops off the face of the earth, and it's at like 90 miles per hour. So after you see 100 mile per hour fastball whiz by you, you just got an absolutely disgusting changeup that comes at you, and you're gonna be swinging right through it. He didn't throw in many innings this year, so I'll just give you guys his best start that he had. His best start was on August 28th against the Rays, where he went 7 innings with 0 earned and 10 Ks. Sixto will be very, very good for the Marlins this year. His stuff is electric and it's disgusting, and I can't wait to see him succeed in the future. A potential Cy Young candidate in the National League going forward. The third and final pitcher that I chose to be on this list is Dustin May. Now, Dustin May's stats don't really jump off the screen and just surprise you and take your breath away, but his stuff definitely does. His sinker cutter curve combination is dominant. His stuff is wicked. It looks like he's throwing a wiffle ball or a blitz ball out there. His sinker averages 97 miles per hour and his cutter averages 94 miles per hour, but he can definitely run it up higher than that. When you're talking about a Mariano Rivera type cutter that is thrown at 96 miles per hour, oh boy, that is unhittable. So with his stats not being the greatest and still trying to find a role within the Dodgers rotation, or pen in this case, this coming year, I think he'll be a rising star and will really have a breakout season, whether he is in the pen or starting for the Dodgers. It is pretty interesting with the stuff that he has, how he isn't striking out more guys. His K percentage is surprisingly low at 19.6 in the 2020 season. That's pretty low for a guy like Dustin May, where his stuff is very good. I'd like to see him up that into the mid 20s or even upper 20s. Since there are so many good pitchers and I could only choose 3, I'll give you guys some of my honorable mentions as well. So my honorable mentions to make this list were Ian Anderson, Nate Pearson, Tristan McKenzie, and Mackenzie Gore. All these guys are studs. I will be excited to see them going forward and see how they do in the upcoming season and for years to come. Let me know down in the comments if there's anyone that I missed, or if there's someone that you would have liked to seen on this list, the best players under 25 at each position. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more baseball content. If you're a baseball fan and all about baseball, this is the channel that you want to be watching. I am all about baseball, and I guarantee you that you will enjoy every single video that I put out. With that being said, guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.